It's time for another Alex Berman Tier List. You guys love these tier lists. This is something that is one of my most beloved segments, and it's why I keep making more and more tier lists, because when an audience loves something, you have to keep producing that for them. So here we go. With that said, I have had Ankit put together the ultimate list of online gurus. Which guru reigns supreme? Is Dan Lok better than Gary Vaynerchuk? Is Tony Robbins better than Simon Sinek? Stick around. This video is brought to you by Email 10K. Learn how to book meetings with billion-dollar brands and take your company to the next level at email10k.com. Here's our guru template list, and I did do a cursory look. I looked at this for a second just to make sure I knew who everybody was, but otherwise, this is my first impression here. I had Ankit put it together so that I would not be able to get influenced and put all these people in here. So let's do it. First up, it's Dan Lok. I was about to do an impression of Dan Lok. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, okay? Dan Lok is known for trying to create you money, is also known for driving around in his Rolls Royce, and he does a bunch of sales and motivational videos. I always thought he came off as pretty scammy myself, but it's also just the way he chooses to present himself. I like that he's some kind of dragon. I think he calls himself like the Red Dragon or something. What is he? Dan Lok, Dragon. Dragon 100 is his whole thing. I actually like the way he presents himself. I think it's cool. He's the Asian Dragon. He calls himself the Asian Dragon. And he drives his Ferraris and he has this nice house. I'll put him at about a C. Because it didn't vibe with me. I'm sure he vibes with some other people. I know my little brother Terrence was all about Dan Lok. But there are different gurus for different people. Some people love Tai Lopez. Some people love Dan Lok. And some people love our next guy, Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary V, I've been following for a long time, since basically the first time he tried to be famous in 2010. I was watching him then when I was first getting into entrepreneurship, and he's evolved incredibly. I like how motivating his content is. Every time I watch it, it's not like very specific business tactics that we could really use to improve ourselves, but the ideas that he's doing are great. Of any of these, maybe there's a couple more that could become billionaires, besides Grant Cardone, who is a billionaire, and Tony Robbins, who also might be close to a billion, if not a billionaire already. Gary V, I'll put up towards A, because I really like Gary V. Graham Stephan. Graham Stephan is someone who I found at the end of last year. He is a sales and real estate entrepreneur. He has a real estate portfolio that he's built, but now he's pivoted to more of a Ramit Sethi style personal finance channel. Honestly, his videos are super entertaining. I love Graham Stephan. I'll actually put him above Gary V because he actually gives tactical personal finance advice versus Gary V gives just motivation. Plus, I would put my money on Graham Stephan actually having more physical cash than Gary V. Gary V, though, is a services business entrepreneur, so might be more relevant to the people who watch this channel because you know how much I love services. Grant Cardone. Okay, here's the power of Grant Cardone. I was watching a Grant Cardone video maybe 5 years ago. I had like maybe 20K, 30K in cash. And I was watching this video, and within about 4 minutes, I was convinced that I needed multifamily real estate, hyped up enough to go to LoopNet and find a property. And within 2 weeks, I bought a multifamily building, which is still making money. So talk about people that are able to make you take action. I'll put Grant Cardone for me personally up here, because when you're watching his reality show or you're watching him with a private jet, he's crazy. Don't get me wrong, he's a maniac. Man, does he motivate even more than Graham Stephan. And now that I'm saying that, I'll put Gary V here. And it kind of makes me want to move Dan Lok. Are they all on the A tier? I'll put Graham Stephan at B for right now. This is Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street himself. I'll just put D because I haven't really found that much motivation in his actual videos. The most motivating thing that Jordan Belfort did was the movie Wolf of Wall Street, where he's not even in it. He's in the last scene just as a cameo, but that is the most motivating thing that he's ever done. So I can put that as D because as a guru, He's also one of the few gurus in this list, maybe one of the only gurus, the only guru that has been to prison. So I'll put him as D. I don't know if we should be looking up to people that went to prison, except for maybe like Nelson Mandela. Next up is Neil Patel, the SEO king himself. I've talked to Neil a few times. I actually really like Neil as a person. I used to like his content a lot on Quicksprout. His YouTube videos are just okay. I will put Neil. It sucks because I like Graham Stephan's content better, but Neil Patel, his written content and just the impact that he's had, I think is higher. And I would actually put him above Dan Lok. And now Dan Lok's fallen down because I like Graham Stephan too. This is tough because I'm like, which one of these guys do I want to still have on the YouTube channel? Like now Jordan Belfort's not gonna come on if I ranked him D, but I also want to stay positive. And then it's like people that are near me, like Graham Stephan's in Vegas, so I'm like, oh, if I rank him an S, maybe he'll hang out. You know, maybe we'll do an interview on this thing. But I also gotta be honest to you guys. And I think Grant Cardone got me to buy a friggin' building, all right? So he's up here right now. Pat Flynn. Pat Flynn is another one who, his podcast actually got me into entrepreneurship as well. I remember when I was back at that New York agency, I was just about to start a business. And there were a couple things that I was thinking about, but I was listening to Pat Flynn's Smart Passive Income podcast daily, multiple times a day, and that actually got me going too. So I'm gonna rank him above Grant Cardone, just in terms of how motivating they've been to me. And also Pat Flynn's a real dude. He's even wearing a Team Flynn shirt, which I thought at first was a Back to the Future shirt. I was about to say he's a nerdy guy. I'm a nerdy guy, he's a nerdy guy. Hey, Pat Flynn. Just ranking him here makes me think maybe we should have him on the YouTube channel. I don't run a podcast anymore. Come on. Maybe we should have him on the YouTube channel as well. Ramit is the Jesus of everything that I've done. Ramit, I have bought his courses. He is the one that, talk about people that have started me out in entrepreneurship. Ramit's course, Find Your Dream Job. I actually went through and found my dream job using that course. I think that's insane. So Ramit, I'll put up at God tier. I'll put Pat Flynn up at God tier. And that's my 2 God tiers for right now. Russell Brunson is the ClickFunnels king. He's all about funnels and webinars and stuff like that. Russell, I've used his webinar scripts. If you watch the presentation at email10k.com, you'll see that it's using the 3 secrets. It's very Russell Brunson-y. So in 2020, I was super addicted to World of Warcraft Classic. And I was playing it a bunch because of, you know, all the stuff that's going on. And the audiobook for Expert Secrets pulled me out of that spiral and got me making webinars. So talk about hype. I'll put him above Gary Vee here. And maybe even above Grant Cardone, because more recently, Russell Brunson has pulled me out of this thing. I can't make them all God tier. I'll put him God tier. And actually, even above Ramit. Because while I owe a lot to Ramit, Russell Brunson, I owe more? Okay, Russell Brunson's made me more money, but Ramit set the stage for everything that I'm doing right now. So I'll keep Ramit up here. Mr. Seth Godin. When I was in business school, I remember the first time I heard about Seth Godin, my advertising teacher told us to read Purple Cow. And she was a great advertising teacher. I don't remember one thing that I learned from the class, but that's okay. That's how college is. What are you gonna do? So I have read almost every Seth Godin book at this point. I like him. I haven't read him in a while, but when I was first starting out, I love him from a marketing point of view. And something tells me that I should rank him above Gary Vee, but below our main man, Grant Cardone here. So I'm gonna put him here. And I actually am gonna move Pat Flynn down. Yeah, I'm hesitant. The thing I just thought was like, no, now Pat Flynn's not gonna wanna come on the show. I love Pat Flynn, but everyone can't be God tier. And actually Ramit's number 1 now. Simon Sinek, D. All right, do I need to say more? Tai Lopez. Tai Lopez has had a crazy arc. I remember me and him were going back and forth on Twitter a little bit because I was hating on him. I was saying that Tai Lopez wasn't really a real millionaire. Like I was a full hater on Tai Lopez. And then I started doing way more research after we were talking. Because again, I was trying to get him on the show. And I actually ended up talking to Alex Berman, who had amazing insights, first of all, on ad testing. Then Tai Lopez and Alex Berman end up teaming up for buying Pier 1 imports and a bunch of traditional brands. Tai Lopez is more of a real deal. In terms of real deal, Tai Lopez is more of the real deal than Neil Patel and Gary Vee. I would actually put Tai Lopez on sleeper billionaire list in terms of money as well. Because if an SPAC acquires his suite of companies, including Pier 1, or if he takes that company public, he could easily break $1 or $2 billion. How much do I love Tai Lopez though? In terms of impact they've had on me, Tai Lopez is probably at the bottom. But in terms of how much I respect him as an entrepreneur, I'll put him right around Gary Vee and Neil Patel, probably right here. Even Pat Flynn can drop a little bit. And even Seth Godin. You put these two next to each other, Tai Lopez now is actually A tier. With the Pier 1 imports, it's great. I won't put him in superior, but something even wants me to put him above Russell Brunson. Alex Berman, by the way, who's Tai Lopez's business partner, also ran Mentor Box, which is a service where you're going through and you're getting the insights from all these business books, which whatever that offer is doesn't really matter. It's a monthly subscription company that they're growing. So if anyone says these guys aren't real businessmen, I would say Tai Lopez is more of a businessman than even like Ramit, right? Because Ramit's running an e-learning company, but Tai Lopez, I would assume, is making hundreds of millions of dollars a year. Same as Russell Brunson. Russell Brunson's company, ClickFunnels, is bigger than Lead Pages, all right? He is destroying. And Grant Cardone's a billionaire. Are we ranking by money now? I'll put Ramit here. Who do I love? I love Grant Cardone about an A level. And then I'll put Ramit as number 1. Because what am I learning? I'm not learning anything from Tai Lopez. That's the problem. As much as I love him as an entrepreneur and respect him, I haven't really learned much. I've learned a lot from Alex Berman, from his partner. Tim Ferris also is God tier. He's the one who, talk about getting me into entrepreneurship. The tag team of 4 Hour Workweek and Ramit Sethi's book, I Will Teach You to Be Rich. I Will Teach You to Be Rich got my finances in line, and 4 Hour Workweek got me to start a business the first time. So Ramit, I would say Ramit also got me my dream job, so I'll put him here, but Tim Ferris is right there near the top as well. And Russell Brunson's beating Tim Ferris just because his webinar stuff is more tactical. The tactics that Russell Brunson came up with have made me more money. But again, Tim Ferris really set the stage. Grant Cardone's made me more money than Tim Ferris too. But it's hard to tell with like the ones that get you into entrepreneurship. You might say that all the money you've made is from them, right? Because they're the ones who got you started instead of the specific tactical ones. And for that reason, as I'm saying it, Tim Ferris is now second. And Tony Robbins, I love Tony Robbins. My co-founder, Robert Indrish, is basically a Tony Robbins clone. He is so in love with Tony Robbins, spent thousands of dollars on Tony Robbins things. I kind of like Tony Robbins. I almost bought the Tony Robbins coaching, not gonna lie. It's a very good sales process. I highly recommend if you're selling coaching or anything like that to go through Tony Robbins' sales process. How his team is trained is insane. At least the guy I was talking to was scripted and perfect, speaking in neuro-linguistic programming, etc. Like, it was really good. But Tony Robbins himself, I'll put right under Dan Lok for me personally. And now here we are. Let me re-rank these at the last second. Dan Lok, I'll drop. Graham Stephan, I'll raise. Gary Vee, I'll drop. Seth Godin's a little too corporate for how I act now. And Neil Patel, I'll put up here. So here's my gurus list. God tier would be Ramit Sethi, Tim Ferris, and Russell Brunson. A level, Grant Cardone, Graham Stephan, Pat Flynn. I had to, sorry. A level would be Grant Cardone, Graham Stephan, Pat Flynn, Tony Robbins, Tai Lopez, Gary Vaynerchuk. B level is Seth Godin and Neil Patel. C level is Dan Lok. And then D level is Jordan Belfort and Simon Sinek. This video is brought to you by Email 10K. So you don't have a business idea, huh? Do you want to know what the best business to start is, regardless of market conditions? Check out the free presentation at email10k.com. We have over 200 students that are crushing it using this business strategy, even during this time. So check that out, email10k.com. Thanks for watching. If you want more videos like this, let me know down in the comments below. If you want real business tactics, either check out our past videos, all about sales and entrepreneurship. We have 500 past videos that are super in-depth, so check those out. You can also grab our course, Email 10K. Smash that like button to encourage this type of content, and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman. Leave a comment down below. What do you want to see me do a tier list of next? Or do you want me to stop?